Okie dokie, welcome back to another video. It is currently 9 o'clock, October 27th. We're going to go hunting tomorrow, but got a couple things I got to tidy up. I've been watching the weather all day, and it's supposed to be really calm, like very low wind, east wind. We're going to go into an area that I scouted on Sunday. Found some rubs, found some scrapes, not super crazy big scrapes yet, but I found a rub line and a couple of double-sided rubs, which usually when I've found those in the past, a buck's not bedded too far from there. I'm not entirely sold on seeing one tomorrow, but I think we might have a good chance of getting something. We got rain in the forecast. It's supposed to start raining around 12 o'clock, I think, and I guess we'll see how it kind of goes, but I got a couple new things. Also, I don't know if I mentioned last video, but when I was leaving yesterday, there was 3 trucks. One truck had 2 guys. There was at least 4 people. Bunch of tree stands in the back of their trucks, like ladder stands or whatever, and they were going to set up in there. So hopefully they didn't stir up too much. Through a, what is this? It's a Bowhunt peep tuner. But I threw one in here just because I've been having troubles with my peep twisting this year for whatever reason. We are going to shoot a couple rounds before tomorrow. I got the new Sever 1.75 hybrids, which I've always shot the Sever 2.0s. Not always, but I've shot them for a couple years now, and I've harvested multiple there. This buck actually was harvested with the Sever 2.0s, and they fly great. So I'm not too worried about how they're going to fly, but we're just going to make sure the bow's on. Everything's all good. And then also got a camera arm that I got to mess with and see how I set this up, because this is a whole new system there. Obviously there'll be bark on this tree, so it'll work pretty decent. Let me grab the camera. Let's make sure we're on at 20. This kind of helps shooting in low light, because that's where all my shots have been this year. Some low light. Only on 20 yards because that's all I got. Oh yeah, my peep's good. Sicko, come here. Come here. Let's put these dogs aside. So the first one hit a little low, left and right was good. The second one I might have hit a tad bit low to the right. And this last one's a little low, so I think we got to move this sight. You know, I'm not entirely sure where I hit. Right on the money. Ooh, stacked it in there. Yeah. So we're pretty good, stacked up. But that's all good. I gotta take these set screws out of these severs, put the band on. But I guess we'll be ready for tomorrow. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I'll see you guys in the morning. And hopefully we can get on something. It's so freaking dead calm in here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of shitting bricks right now. It's the next morning. I don't think I spooked anything. My main goal was to not try to get over where a buck could potentially be bedding, but on the drive-in I seen a ton of deer on the road. And we saw one nice buck. I think they might have been up moving, so we might be able to catch a buck going back to bed on one of these ridges. But it is dead calm. We had a little bit of rain this morning, but I was hoping it was going to rain just a little bit heavier, so that way I could make these sleeves a little wet, because I knew the wind wasn't going to be blowing, and it still isn't blowing. I didn't want to try to get on top of where a buck potentially be bedded, just because I don't want my thermals to pull down. I know it's supposed to be cloudy and rainy today, but I think the thermals are still going to pull up, to my understanding anyways. Obviously, I am hunting a decent transition point. I don't see any interrupts or anything like that. That I saw. But with the time and I guess the amount of noise I was making, I didn't want to keep getting closer, so I decided to pick this area that's pretty open. Now, I did bring the antlers, so I might try to rattle a little bit. Alright, it's been like an hour, and I'm about to rattle, but every time I decide I think I'm gonna rattle, I guess, I feel like I hear something. Like I mentioned, it's dead freaking calm. Oh, there's a deer right there. Perfect timing. not sure how well I got footage of that, but that was the first encounter with a buck that big this year. The craziest thing, one of them was in my shooting lane right here. Just, I thought he was gonna turn right here or something, but they all decided to go up the ridge. Dang. Alright, so I just got down. That's the tree that I was in right there in the back. And those bucks came straight from over there. And then I thought they were gonna take this trail here. Give me about like a 20-yard shot, but they ended up turning left. But it's starting to rain a little bit, so I think I'm I want to see what these bucks could see, and then two, I want to do a little bit more scouting on the ground, and maybe pick a tree to maybe sit back in here a couple of days. But you guys can't hear, it's starting to rain a little bit, so I think any scent that I leave should get washed out pretty good. I definitely could have been in a better position. I think I see a tree that I like. Drop a pin on this pine tree because I think I can actually slip up this one. Got a rub there. Look at this one. Holy crap. It's got a scrape and a rub. About as fresh as it gets right there. I don't know. It might be one of those places that you just don't have a lot of shooting lanes. Damn, there's a lot of turkeys. Yeah. Man. I can never do that turkey hunting, but when we go deer hunting, that's what you see. We were under their noses.
Should probably tag.
Oh, not anymore.
There's this tree too.
Yeah, that one looks really good.
Really covered up.
Okie dokie, welcome to Sweet November. It is currently 6:22. We're right at shooting light now. We're back in the same area where I was 5 days ago. I'd encountered 3 bucks. One shooter and one of those bucks have now died. Ran into a guy at the parking lot, and they hung a bunch of sets out here, and he said he got how many? 8 or 9?
Yeah. 5 people.
Yeah, 5 people yesterday. They got 8 or 9 deer out of this piece. One of the bucks being one of the smaller ones we saw on Tuesday, but we're back down here in the same area. He's actually not too terribly far from us, but we had to make an adjustment and go over almost 2 ridges from where our original one is set up. We got some bucks on around us, but it's not the A plan, but we're on plan B. It might sound like it's raining right now, but it's not. All the frost is melting off as the sun's hitting the trees here. We're still in the shade some, but you see one?
That shit was big.
Come on. Like right there. You saw my grass, you like pigtail. Yeah, that one worked up that way. We got all these trails here around us. He came